up low weight faster than me. Actually, I do that. It takes like a day and a half for whatever reason. Probably because I'm doing it off the iPhone. But anyway, let's see something. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, so East versus West. Let me know if y'all can't hear because of this air, man. I'm trying to turn it down, but it is 98 degrees. I'd rather not. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, what a awesome event, man. Production was fantastic. All the people working it, always with you, things like that. Great event. Yeah, I've had the pleasure of being part of all the major leagues in the last 10 years, 15 years. Nobody does it quite like Ingen and his crew at East versus West. But I don't want to spend too much time simply talking about that. I want to get down to some matches, including my own. I don't go on one of them because there was just so many. But I'll start with the ones I was most excited about. Um, Probably most excited about, for me personally, was Reg and Paul. And, it went one of the ways that I thought it might. I picked Paul to win. I thought Paul would find a way to finish. And he just didn't have enough pad, didn't have enough shoulder. I don't know. Reg is just a mutant of another planet. I mean, it's crazy how good he is. It's absolutely crazy. And the sad part is, there ain't another person under 200 pounds in America, or North America for that matter, who can beat that man. We just gave him the best guy we got. So, people can argue, oh, this guy can beat Paul, that guy can beat Paul. I ain't seen it. So, kudos to Perez, man. I've never seen Paul get beat like that. And I know how in shape Paul was. So, that guy is crazy. I'm trying to read somebody else's comments. It's probably not the safest thing to do. Yeah, Bria's match was, trust me, me and him were crying in the corner together. Some vodka and Red Bull, because we lost the same way, man. Just ran out of gas, clearly the stronger hand and arm, the first 17 starts. It's Supermatch arm wrestling is so much different, man, than tournament. Had that been a tournament, I won, and it didn't even look close. You know what I'm saying? And Supermatch arm wrestling, you see the results. It's just different. I actually went and watched the match on my lunch break for the first time today, and it made me even sadder to know that I was, less than an inch twice from victory. And people's like, oh, you should have stood up and flop wrist. You should have did this. Y'all have never seen me win with a flop wrist. I tried in practice. It actually sucks. So, and not to mention, it's easy to flop wrist when you're this close. It's real hard to flop wrist when you're past 90. I know John just did it, but he also went from the defensive side back across. When you're already in the offensive position, it's much, much harder. So, I thought I had fixed the hole in my game with the endurance. start of the third. My bad, got my bad on. Yeah, they want to make me work the whole time. It's part of the strategy. When you know the guy's stronger than you got to work him. You got to bring him to your level and drag him to deep water and make him work for it and beat him there. It's the whole strategy of Nate Diaz against Conor McGregor. I know I can't outstrike him in the first 2 rounds, so let me weather the storm and get where I need to be to win. It's tough. It's tough losing like that. I would almost rather lose 3-0 than to lose like that. But it is what it is. Back to the drawing board. A lot of stuff's going to change in my training camp. A lot of stuff. Not to say that I was doing a lot of stuff wrong. I think, I was in great shape. I was strong. I had a good weight cut. So I can't really blame it on that. Pre and post weight cut was great. I put the proper amount of weight back on. I felt good. No excuses. No excuses. There's always going to be things you think of afterwards that you could have done. This would have helped, that would have helped. Who knows? It's hard to say. I will say, regardless what Giannis says about his shape, I've never seen him that muscular. And it did seem like the weight cut was a little bit of an issue for him. Not to say that he missed weight or anything. He just looked a little more drawn out than I've seen him in the past. And in the past, he made 165. We only had to make 169.5. So I do think he was bigger than our previous matches. But I would be lying to you if I said that, this was just another match that I lost, because it's not. This is a match I really, really wanted. I asked for this match, and I got it, and I was well trained, well prepared, and still came up short. So it stings a lot more, probably more than any other match in 15 years. But, it's how it goes. But we're going to get back on that horse, and we're going to nurture that horse, and we're going to ride her till the wheels fall off, you know what I mean? And what did I think of John's match? Honestly, other than Leonidas taking his hand, it was about what I expected. John weighed him out. All that muscle and inexperience was going to wear out. John knew that. So I wasn't really surprised. Honestly, people were saying it was match of the night. I didn't see it. I think they're just saying that because it's John. But now, it was entertaining, don't get me wrong. I thought Breeda's match was more entertaining. But, it ain't like we get win bonuses for that or whatever. That'd be nice, but I'm trying to catch some of y'all's comments. I'll cut it down just a little bit for you. Maybe is that better? that better, buddy? Maybe. Anyway, what was the other match? Yeah, I was going to talk about the Breida match. It went differently than I thought. I thought, other than Breida not winning, I picked Breida to win. I thought Breida would dominate him in a hook, and that he made top roll Breida, but it was the opposite. So that was surprising to me. I'll say the Artem and Mendy match went slightly different than I thought. I thought Artem would have a little more hand than he did. Last time he practiced with me, his hand felt solid. But Mendy's crafty in the strap. It's hard to combat what he's doing in the strap. I hit Giannis with a post and top roll out the gate, and then the second match, he seemed like he was going to come inside. He was leaning over more, so I went low hand just in case, and still felt good there. So I'll say my main focus with Giannis this go around was to get position before going sideways, and I did do that. I did that all 5 rounds. I just ended up blowing my hammer out way sooner than I thought, and I could feel it coming by the 3rd round. I could tell. It's one reason I laid the 3rd round down when I did. It's because I knew, I was going to need this tool to win, and if it blows out too early, but like I said, it's just the way it goes sometimes. I've never been one to run the marathons, and even when I'm doing nothing but marathons and training, like I've been pulling 90-second 2-minute matches in practice and winning them. So it was very surprising to me that I started blowing up as soon as I did. But not unheard of if you've been following me for any amount of time. It's no secret that is a hole in my game. That I just can't seem to fill that hole, it seems like. But all in all, I was happy with that I stuck to the game plan, and the game plan worked. And I don't know. I'm still processing it, really. When you train for something for that long, and you want an opportunity for 8 years, and you finally get it, and you wet the bed, so to speak. So really focusing on what I need to do going forward, what I want to do going forward. I mean, my mission's still the same. I still want to be the champ at 77 kilos, and I really don't think it's that far off. I mean, I've pulled the best 2 top rollers in that class, and I got beat by 1 round by both. So, it's 4-6 as far as, I've won 4, lost 6. The Tom's match, like I said, I probably shouldn't even took that match at 187. I ain't scared to arm wrestle anybody, and if you're going to pay me to come do something I probably would do for free, well, hell yeah, I'm coming. I'm going to be there. I know a lot of guys who don't do that, I'm thinking I'm going to still go to this thing in December. The Rays Invitational in December. I got to make sure that the schedule's still clear for it. But I do think it's time. To remind people who that guy is on this side of the pond, because they keep forgetting, I guess. I know Hunter will be there. Giannis is supposed to be there, but if he suffered the injury that he claims, I doubt 3 months is going to be enough time to come back to America and pull a competition like that. But I don't think he will, especially if he knows I'm gonna be there. He don't want to come in half-stepping. I don't blame him. But I'll probably still go as long as everything's in the cards, you know, because it ain't just arm wrestling anymore. I got 3 kids and a business with several employees, and all of that stuff comes before arm wrestling. So I hope to go. Like I said, I think I'm about due for a big American arm wrestling tournament. So trying to think who else is supposed to be there. I really don't give a damn who's there, to be honest with you. They can let whoever come over. It's the motivation I got right now. And listen to me, I'm in real good shape. I don't think there's a person under 180 pounds in North America who can beat me right now. Anyway, I don't care if your name's Austin or your name's Hunter or Luke or whoever you are. And I know them boys ain't scared neither. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying they better be. That's what I'm saying. Cause this ain't them little boys they've been grabbing. It's a grown ass man. I'm gonna show him that. But I did, speaking of Hunter, I was fairly impressed with his performance. I figured if the match stopped in the hook, that he was gonna get drugged back over. And to my own defense, I don't think Doug did exactly what we've been training. And he might not have, because he might not have thought he could win there. Whatever. I didn't really talk to him right after because I was trying to get ready for my match. And then after I cornered Paul, I left because I had rented a B&B because we brought all the kids and stuff. So I went back, spent time with my kids and wife and stuff. So, but I figure that's the next biggest match. And he may not even want to arm wrestle. I don't know. He may be thinking he's trying not to blow his shot at the next East versus West. He don't want to take that L. I respect that too. But I don't think he's one of them. I think he's the same way I am. Show up, put your arm on the table, and shut up. And I like that. I like that. That's the kind of people we need in the sport right now. That's why, a lot of people hate on Artem, but Artem does it all the time. He shows up, takes whatever match. He takes the match your favorite arm wrestler's scared to take. You know what I'm saying? I've always done that personally. And, looking back on it, I probably shouldn't have, but, if y'all gonna pay me to do something that I'm gonna do for free anyway, cool, But let me see what y'all saying on here. Yeah, I wouldn't say my wrist was okay. We were both bent back. Like the only option he had, because he couldn't come over the top, was to turn his thumb and make it an ugly top row match, and I wasn't really prepared as much as I thought I would be. Kind of what blew my hammer up. And when you have no connection, your action is not there. I did get a new wallet. I appreciate that too. If you're the guy that made them, bro. Excellent work. I appreciate you, Cody Matt. We need to get up soon, my brother. We need to get up. With who? Oh, with a rematch with Bowen. Yeah, I think he's about 4 weight classes out of my range right now. Even though I'd probably still smack him. Vancouver, much love. Love y'all too, brother. I don't know if you're with that same Vancouver camp, but I got a shirt from there. It's my favorite arm wrestling shirt. Yes, sir. Yeah, I pulled Bowen in 2017. I was actually the first guy outside of, that Asia area, I guess, that he had arm wrestled. I would argue I was probably the first high-level arm wrestler he pulled, and I flew over there. I'm trying to remember, I think I pulled him at 98. I walked in weighing like 189 or something like that, and beat him 6-0. Yeah, I hated doing that in front of his kids and stuff too, man. It really, because I stayed with him for like 5 days before we arm wrestled, so it was kind of awkward. But, it was his idea, so. But no, I like Bowen, man. He dreams big. The name is suiting, delusional. But at the same time, you got to shoot for the stars and, hope you hit the top of the roof. You know what I mean? So, I can't be mad at him. Looks, who's he pulling next? He's pulling somebody pretty soon. Oh, Andre Shark. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out for him too well. I seen Andre this weekend. He looked like an absolute unit. So I don't expect that to go well for him. Maybe it does. He's about due for a win, I think. So it's hard to say. But I said this was an East versus West review, didn't I? Haven't talked about but 2 matches. So I'll run through them real quick. Real quick, because I don't think I got much battery in this thing. Man, every time I get on YouTube, it kills my freaking battery. Now, I think it's the unlimited weight. That's what Andre told me, which I don't think was wise for Bowen if he's walking around at like 90 or 95 kilos. I know Andre's like 230 something. So, anyway, I think most of the American pullers look really good, even the ones who lost. I think they look pretty solid. I think we ended up winning like 9-4, something like that. Another thing I wanted to address is, I don't know how many of y'all seen Jerry's post about, I don't know if he's trying to motivate North American arm wrestlers or what he's trying to do, but that's probably not the way to do it. He basically said him, Mike, and a handful of other old guys have been carrying American arm wrestling for however the hell long. Well, I got 2 things to say about that. First of all, Paul Lynn just recently was East versus West champ. He's American. All right. I have a losing record. However, it was by 1 loss both times. So, and I have beat every European I have faced on this side of the pond. Every one of them I beat. All right. I beat like 2 or 3 Russians, Pascal. I beat Giannis every time we pulled left-handed, with the exception of 1 time. I mean, so, just speaking for myself, we got some young guys on the rise right now. We about to see. I think he ain't looked at South Carolina area. He ain't looking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel what he's saying, but my man, and I love Jerry, just had a long conversation with him this weekend. But my man, let's be real. If I judged you on your last 2 performances, you suck last time we seen you, dog. I was there. I picked you to win. You came and shit the bed because you was selling cars or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You didn't take it seriously. That ain't our fault, and nobody faulted you for that. So don't get on there. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how you motivate people, dog. You know. Anyway, I just had to get that out there because it bothered the piss out of me. Like that ain't how you motivate. Um, did who pull? No, I didn't do any after pulling. It's never been in my favor to after pull. I did after pull with Giannis, left-handed, and it's about the same as it was. I don't think he wants any part of that. Um, and that's another thing. People don't know. This arm is just as good. They just haven't given me a match. Um, I will say I don't think I can beat Daniel left-handed, but outside of Daniel, I know I'll smoke Giannis. I think me and Mindy would be a good match. I really want to pull a good hooker. That's what I want to pull. I want to, I mean, they basically give me the best two top rollers in that division, um, which I'm not mad about at all. I top rolled the piss out of both of them twice, so it ain't like I wasn't there. But I would love to pull a good hooker. I would love to pull Arthur. Um, Anyways, Olaf can't get. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We can't get the Russians over as much as they definitely need to be over here. Um, yeah, Grundy been putting on for America. I mean, like, I really don't know what Jerry was getting at, to be honest. Yeah, there's another thing. Chafee and Mike kind of fell off, a couple times. And here's the thing, they didn't get beat by top five guys. They got beat by like guys from 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all something else while I'm on this live and I can't like edit it out and I'm gonna say it anyway. The heavyweight division, the super heavyweight division, is the most watered down division of every division, and it always has been. People can say what they want. Outside the top 10, you can't even name a super heavyweight. We can name 20 or 30 elite guys that you can put in a room and you don't know who's coming out for real, in the lightweight division, the middleweight division, anything under about 209. All those stacked 50 plus guys, elite as it gets. Super heavyweights, why you think they keep rotating these dudes, man? Because that's it. It's that way in other sports as well. I've always said it in boxing, MMA, you know, they rotate the same guys because there ain't that many. Yeah, Bozadar, I've been trying to pull Bozadar since I started doing this. Have you arm wrestled Jeff Hill? Jeff is one of those guys, bro, who if you ain't paying Jeff a certain amount, he ain't coming. For me, he's just like Corey Miller. They think they stuff don't stink. And, Tim Talmadge tried to say this. He tried to say that the 76 division runs through Corey. Since when? Since when? Did Corey come to any of the UAL events and win them? Nope, I did. Did Corey come to any of the WAL events and win them? Nope, I did. Luke did. Has Corey pulled any of the Europeans that I pulled? He did. Guess what happened? He got waxed. Waxed. It wasn't even close. So I don't want to hear Corey Miller's name again until he's going to get out and actually pull somebody. You know what I'm saying? I tried to set the match up several times many years ago. Matter of fact, Dalton Duncan tried to set up a match with him, was willing to pay his own way and go arm wrestle this dude, and he said he didn't want to make 76 anymore. So why are we still talking about this cat? You know what I'm saying? And I like Corey, kinda. I don't have no beef with him. I know you like 27-time national champion or whatever the hell. Don't nobody care about that, man. Do I have an opinion on where the next damn, where the next event should be? Hell yeah, in Alabama. It's so much better. Uh, yeah, my brother still, he's training. His right arm has never been the same since the surgery. He's had a lot going on, so the last, I don't know, couple months, he's just now getting back into training and stuff. I'm not sure where he's gonna go with it. I'm just excited he's actually training because my man has probably more potential than myself. So, James, I've tried to pull Corey. He don't want to do it. So, and I'll be frank with you, I don't care about pulling that man. I don't think it would do anything for my reputation or my, you know, I don't know. If he wants to arm wrestle, tell him call me. I've spoke to many promoters over the years and tried, but yeah, Daniel, I know it, brother. It sucks being the strongest and still losing, brother. I guess it's who said that? Cobra is who's the strongest, the longest. You know. Um, it's time, but could you make a video of on a week of working out for an arm wrestling? Looks like you. I could. I could. I'll probably do that once. Like I said, I'm gonna make some adjustments on my training. I'm gonna go back to my roots. I don't do enough statics, plyometrics, and isometrics like I used to. Um, this camp, I did a whole lot of arm wrestling with, a whole lot of high rep workouts for recovery to get back on the table. And it definitely helped me. I was sharp on the table, but the endurance still wasn't there like I needed it. I don't know what the word is on Herman, brother. I didn't get to speak to him as much as I'd like. That's one of my favorite people in arm wrestling, really, is Herman Stevens. I didn't get to talk to him. I know he's been training with Breida a lot, but I don't know how serious Herman is. But always one of my favorite guys. How often am I training right now? Um, well, prior to this weekend, I was 6 days a week. Um, Sunday we practice. Monday hand, wrist, and forearm. Tuesday bis and tris. Wednesday I would take off. Thursday I would do chest and back. Friday, what was I doing Friday? I would do arm wrestling specifics. And Saturday I'd go in there and basically do a full upper body workout. And then Sunday practice again. I'm thinking about throwing 2 practices in there. Yeah, Paul was definitely right there. I think by the time we figured out Paul's lane was about the 3rd match. We adjusted in the 2nd match to try to drag and open his bicep more on the go. Didn't work. 2nd match, we tried to tell him to hit to his shoulder here and make sure his elbow was in front, at the front of the pad. And it was. He listened. And I think that was the closest he came to pinning him. I don't know. If you go back and watch it, Rustum, after about 2 seconds of being in there, Rustum's kind of looking and waiting, purposely waiting, because he likely felt Paul giving out right there a little bit and was waiting on him. It's hard, man. People don't realize, People don't realize that the amount of energy that you're putting out in that moment is much more than you would put out at practice or even at another tournament, because this is game day. You know, this is Super Bowl. You know, it's just different. It takes a different kind of mindset. I mean, me personally, when I'm back there waiting, I'm doing breathing exercises so I don't get too amped up too early. And, you know, I don't know, you had to ask Paul exactly what happened, but I think his best round was the third round, personally. You know, and the ref, the different styles and reffing plays a huge part too. You know, I felt like the whole time they had us in a set grip, they were just Cristo De La Jackoff, or whatever the hell his name is, just line me and him up. Because this man, he been killing me every time he refs my matches, bro. Every time. Like, but I don't try to blame the refs, because I ref too. I know how hard it is, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I hope yeah, more practices will probably definitely help. Yeah, Histro would be a fun match. I actually asked for him when I asked for Giannis as well, for the same reason. But I actually had pulled him on the side table after I pulled Mendy, and I don't know what kind of shape he was in, but he didn't want any part, top roller or hook. But I don't ever ask for easy matches, brother. I want the best of the best. Yeah, he does got a little sticky spot. I've seen that when he pulled Giannis. It was I am a carpenter by trade, sir. You know? Yes, sir. Matter of fact, I go to Stanley. I'm sure I got some other stuff in here somewhere. But, guys, my battery is about had it. So, anyway, I was just going to get on here and tell y'all a little bit about the match. You know, I basically said all I had to say, I guess. You know, I guess the good takeaways are that I stuck to my game plan of getting position first and not just relying on my side pressure and wrist, and you know, still managed to run out of gas there at the end, and breaks my heart every time I watch the match. It was about that far in round 3 and 4. So, you know, kudos to the Jedi, man. Probably behind Ingen and maybe one other guy, probably the best top roller of our generation in that class. So, you know, I keep trying to tell myself that, thinking it'll make me feel better, but it don't make me feel any better. That's what's crazy. Yeah, let's hope so, Brian. I really do. I'm gonna keep trying to uncommon sense. That's the goal, brother. Honestly, I'm gonna probably do more lives, because they just go straight to my page. It don't take 2 days to upload. I'm definitely still gonna do videos. I'm gonna try to do training videos, because I think that's what I want to do. I don't like all the trash talk videos. I love trash talk, but I think I want to put out there what was most valuable for me when I started was people training videos and instructional videos on actually how to arm wrestle, and that's what I would like to do more. But yeah, I thought he was robbed as well, with that one slip for sure. Yeah, I should have won, but I didn't. Giannis low-handed. Yeah, I actually low-handed him in the second round because I thought it was going to come in, and he didn't. So it still worked out for me. Thoughts? Yeah, I might do a live at the gym, bro. When I go to the gym, though, I'm one of those guys. I get in the zone, and I'm in that zone for a good hour, hour and a half. Like, I don't even like gym partners because they like to talk. I don't really like to talk. I don't have time for it. My time is very limited. Um, on a venue, you know, I like Florida, man. Everybody likes to vacation to Florida. I know they said Chicago. I don't care nothing about Chicago. I didn't like anything about that city except their pizza. Um, but, you know, wherever they want to have it, brother, I'll be there. I love California, even though it's a long haul for me. Um, Atlanta is a great one. I'm only about 2 hours from Atlanta, so that would be even better. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get into more of the training videos. Yeah, I kept trying to tell him, you're doing this so hard that it's blowing up my wrist and my thumb. I'm having to maintain this pressure as you're pushing. I said, he's like, you can't have your hand like this. I said, yes, I can. It's not against the rules to have your fingers up, you dummy. If you don't want my fingers, if you're concerned about my webbing, push my webbing towards him, and it's, it's still good. It's still even. Just push it in there more. Like, you don't have to do this to get our fingers even. You see what I'm saying? Like, just push it there. It's real simple. If you want my thumb here, but I want my hand high, just push my hand that way. But, I couldn't even understand half the stuff he was saying. He was speaking English, don't get me wrong, but it was just bad English. It probably sounds like mine, but anyway, guys, I just pulled up at the house. My phone's probably about to die anyway. I appreciate y'all. Love all the support, man. Y'all keep training, keep grinding. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe and all that other stuff. And like I said, I'm going to try to stay as active as I can on here, man. Appreciate y'all guys. Love y'all. And roll tide, baby.